Hey guys, Jackson Hunter here with a review of Text Your Ex Back. Now this is a program by Michael Fiore, who you see pictured here, and this is a product that's been around for quite a while, so let's take a look at what it actually teaches you. Here's what you're going to discover in this review. What is the Text Your Ex Back program? Who created the course and what you should know about them? Our verdict, so we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the bottom line. Who is it a good fit for and who is it not a good fit for? How does the program actually work? We're going to take an inside look at the private members site for Text Your Ex Back, and we're going to cover what you get. So we're going to go over the different course modules, the parts, and the bonuses, because there's quite a few things here. You're going to get an in-depth review of the course plus the bonuses. And finally, we're going to cover whether or not the system lives up to the promises in the video and the marketing. So let's start with what is the Text Your Ex Back program. Well, it's a system that uses the medium of texting to help you reconnect and build a stronger relationship with your ex. It teaches you how to analyze the relationship so you can see where things went wrong and how to avoid making the same mistakes in the future so that you can have a better relationship going forward. Now it's more focused on long-term happiness, and it examines whether or not you should try and get back with your ex in the first place and if it's in your best interest to move on. So this is something a lot of people don't consider, and it's something that you want to pay close attention to, because if you fall into this category, it might be worth your time moving on and trying to meet somebody else. Now, who is Michael Fiore? He's a dating and relationship coach that has appeared on mainstream TV, such as The Rachel Ray Show, and this is a screen grab of that appearance. He's the founder of Digital Romance Inc., a company that has created a number of successful relationship products for both men and women. And he's also a best-selling author on Amazon. So summing up, he's a guy that has a lot of experience teaching this stuff, and he has a lot of credibility within the dating industry. So let's give you the dating skills review verdict on this program. So we're going to start with the bad. And one thing is that some of the text message examples, they might not suit you or your particular personality. Because of the focus on texting, it neglects some other methods that you might use to try and get back with your ex. It's also written for both men and women, so at times some of the advice seems a little diluted. And this is because some of the principles, they might apply more particularly to a woman in one circumstance or to a man in a different circumstance. So it's difficult to write something that 100% is focused on both people when you're trying to appeal to both markets. So that's kind of a bad thing with this. Now let's turn our attention to the good. One thing is it goes into a lot of detail on what you should do before trying to get back with your ex so that your chances of success are higher. And this is really important, and it's where a lot of guys go wrong. They just go charging in like a raging bull, trying to get their ex back straight away. They're very emotional, and they make a lot of mistakes initially, and that's just going to push the girl further away. So what Michael Fiore teaches you here is to kind of sit back and be a bit more rational, and when you do this and do it in the way he teaches you, your chances of success in the long term are much greater. It also asks you to look at the reasons why your relationship ended so that you can tailor the program to fit your personal situation. Now, this is also really good, and it's where a lot of ex-back programs get it wrong. They give you a one-size-fits-all solution, and that's only going to work for a small percentage of people. So the advice here is tailored to different situations, and when you do it this way, you're going to have a much better chance of getting the outcome that you want. It gives you template examples that you can use as a model. So when it comes to the text, it gives you examples of the different types of text you can send, and then you can customize those to fit your personal situation, because it's pretty much impossible for anyone to give you the perfect text because there's so much that's happened between you and your ex. So the specific things that you write are going to depend on the relationship that you've had. So what you're getting here are templates that you can customize and mold so that they will be specific to your situation. So that's really good. And just overall, it offers really straightforward and mature advice. So that was really great to see as well. So here is our bottom line verdict on Text Your Ex Back. And you can see that we've given it an overall rating of 7.8 out of 10, which we consider very good. And we found that this is the best product that we've come across to help you get back with your ex. It teaches you a lot of the important principles that extend beyond the topic of texting. So it's going to teach you a lot of things about creating and maintaining a healthy relationship, and that goes way beyond texting. So that was also really good to see. And like I mentioned before, it's better than other products because it doesn't promote the one-size-fits-all solution. It shows you how to customize it for your specific situation. And this is the only product that I've seen dealing with this specific issue that really does this. Okay, so who is Text Your Ex Back a good fit for? Well, it's great for men who want to get back together with their girlfriend or wife. For guys who want to understand what caused the relationship breakdown and how they can avoid making the same mistakes in the future. It's also good for someone willing to follow the system prescribed and not make irrational emotional decisions. If you can't do that, if you're going to be very emotional and irrational, then you're not going to get great results with this. So who is Text Your Ex Back not a good fit for? Well, it's not a good fit for guys who are looking for a few magic texts that immediately get their ex back. That's not going to happen. It's also not a good fit for men who have an obsessive need to get their ex back, even if the relationship isn't in the best interest for one or both of you. And this is something that Fiore goes into a lot more detail about in the course. And I guess for anyone who doesn't own a mobile phone or hates texting for whatever reason, this wouldn't be a great program for you either, because it's all about texting your ex back. So if you don't like texting, then obviously you're not going to get a lot out of this. Now let's take an inside look at the Text Your Ex Back members area. So this is what you're going to see when you log into the members area. So this is the home page, and the first thing you'll see here is this welcome audio. So you can click on the play button here and listen to it, or download it to your computer or tablet, listen to it later on. There's a welcome message here from Michael. So this is all about telling you how to get the best results from the program and how to use it. And if we scroll down here, you can post comments, and you're going to see here there's a lot of comments. So there's 787,000 comments. So there's a lot of guys using this program, and women as well using this program. It's for both men and women. And you can see here, last one was 27 minutes ago. There's replies from the people working for Text Your Ex Back. So if you've got any questions, you are going to get help. And this is updated very regularly. So that's really great to see. And the other thing you're going to see here is it's just a really clean interface. It looks really nice and modern. It's very easy to use. You've only got 4 tabs here. So the dashboard, that's what you're going to see when you log in. Now, the next thing you're going to want to check out is the modules. This is where all of the content is. And again, this looks really great as well. It's very simple to use because you've got all the content here in modules 1 through 11. Okay, so there's no way you can sort of get confused or overwhelmed with how it works. So first one here is the module 1 introduction. And what you'll see here is there's a video. This is Michael Fiore. So if you click play, you'll be able to watch a video of him walking you through each module.
Hi, this is Michael Fiore, and I want to welcome you to Text Your Ex Back 2.0. And
then you've also got written content here underneath the video. And by the way, you can download that video if you want to save it and watch it later on. So you can read the content here, scroll all the way down. He's got some information on who the course is for, who it's not for. And as we go down, you'll see again download. So you can download the PDF and go through that. And you can also download just the audio. If you don't want to watch that video, just listen to the audio. And you'll see again here a lot of comments, right? Over 12,000 comments. Last one was 6 hours ago. So if you've got any questions about this, post your comments and you'll get replies here. So that's the first module, and then you'll see on the left hand column all the modules are here. So we've got 11 of them. So different things, like the second one is the dumper and the dumped. So this is an example of it's tailoring the program to you to fit your specific situation, because if you broke up with your ex, it's a different situation than if she broke up with you. So the advice that you follow and the tactics you use, the strategy that you employ is going to depend on what ended the relationship. Why did you guys break up? So there's information on that here in the video. You see here from the headline, let's get one thing straight. Why did you break up? This is a really, really important thing, and it's something that I've seen other courses and products totally neglect. And that's a massive mistake. You need to know why you broke up so that you can fix things, so that you can move forward. So some great information on that here. You see there's a lot of content as we scroll down. And then you've got here some worksheets. So if you were the one who got dumped, you're going to want to download this one and it's an exercise worksheet that you can fill in. If you're the one that did the dumping, you'll download it and do the same thing. Now this is a rehash of the information that's above. You can download that in PDF format, and you can also download the audio. So let's take a look at this one. Why did you break up? Well, if you got dumped, you'll download this one and you're going to have this document open up. So it's asking you questions that you're going to want to spend some time thinking about and answering. So there's only 4 questions there. It's not a lot of homework to do, but it's something that's really important, and it's going to serve you going forward so that you can get the best results. So we're not going to take a look at all of these modules. You'll see that if you sign up for the course, but it follows a progressive system here. So figuring out why you broke up, then working out what your goal is for the course, like what is it that you want with your ex, like specifically what outcome do you want, and then it talks about the different tactics that you're going to use going forward to use the system. So you've got things like flight check, text judo, and then the different texts. So like across the bow, prepping the soil, the green-eyed monster. This is talking about the correct way to use jealousy. If that's going to be appropriate for you. It's not going to be appropriate for all situations, but in some situations it can be really helpful. So there's some really mature advice on how to use all of this. Planting the seeds, reaping the harvest, and texting steady. That's wrapping up and talking about what to do once you've reconnected with your ex so that you can have a solid relationship going forward. So a lot of really great stuff there. And there's some bonuses. So if you click on the bonuses tab, here is what you're going to see. So the first bonus here is 100 ready to use texts. So if we click on that one, again, there's a video that walks you through it. And then all of the texts here, and they're broken up into the different sections. So the across the bow texts, they're the first ones that you're going to want to send. Best of the relationship, that's another tactic that's talked about. Intimacy booster. So there's actually more than 100. You get some bonus ones as well, but they're all broken down into the different categories that you're going to send them in. So you can use those texts as is in some situations. Not all of them will be appropriate for you, but you can use them as templates like we talked about before, and you can modify them so that they suit you. And of course you can download the PDF, and you can always refer back to those texts later on. And again, there's some more comments here. So if there's anything you don't understand for whatever reason, just post a comment. So we go back to the bonuses. The other bonuses you get are the infidelity buster. Okay, so that's trying to make sure that your relationship is infidelity proof. So to make sure that your girlfriend or your wife isn't going to be cheating on you. And this is a big concern for a lot of men. So there's some good information in that one. And there's another interview here with a specialist on forgiveness. So this is about instant forgiveness, and it talks about how to forgive yourself and how to forgive your partner, and just forgiving people in general. It talks about the benefits of that and why it's important. If you're wanting to get back together with your ex-girlfriend and you're harboring a lot of resentment and you haven't forgiven her for whatever happened, then you're not going to have a great relationship going forward. So this is a really important topic. It's one that's hard to do because strong emotions are involved, but there's some information here on how to do this. So definitely listen to that one. And the last one is Facebook Romance Secrets. So out of all of the bonuses, this was probably the one that I found the least useful, just partially because I'm not a massive Facebook user. If you're really into Facebook and your ex is really into Facebook and you guys get back together, this is talking about how you can use Facebook and posting messages on each other's walls and different things you can put up to really enhance your relationship. And it's largely about displaying aspects of your relationship to other people, so your friends and your family who are going to be your Facebook friends, and how to do that in a way so that you build each other up and really solidify that relationship. So there's some good information there, but if you're not into posting a lot of maybe lovey-dovey messages on your partner's Facebook wall, then this might not be something that you're going to get a lot of value out of. But overall, there's 4 good bonuses there. You get videos, you can read the transcripts, you can download the audio, so great stuff there, and it's very easy to use. And the final thing here is the FAQ section. So it's a video of Fiore talking about the most common questions that he gets. So I think, how often should I be sending texts? Do I have to initiate every conversation? So he answers all these things here, and you can see here's another 3,000 comments. So if you've got any questions, post them there and you'll get answers. So that's basically it. Like, it's very clean, it's very easy to use. There's no other stuff that you need to buy to make it work. You just follow the system as it is, and this is going to give you the best chance of getting back with your ex. So let's just recap what you're getting. And again, the Text Your Ex Back content is available in video, PDF format. You can download the audio if you just want to listen to it. And you get 11 different modules. So there's the introduction, dumper and the dumped, the big goal, flight check, text judo, across the bow, prepping the soil, the green-eyed monster, planting the seeds, reaping the harvest, and texting steady. And the bonus products, so we've got 100 ready-to-use texting formulas, the infidelity buster, instant forgiveness, and Facebook romance secrets. Now let's talk about whether or not the course is legit. So is it effective? Well, it'll be most effective if you do all the exercises that come before attempting to get back with your ex. So you saw there were things there like figuring out why your relationship broke up, figuring out what your goals are. So you need to do the prep work if you want to have the best chance of getting the result that you want. Now, assuming that your ex still has some kind of feelings for you, even if they're negative at the moment, then you have a chance of success. However, every relationship is unique and will face different challenges, so nothing is 100% guaranteed to work. So there's going to be a number of reasons why your relationship ended. And if it was something really, really bad that your ex is never able to get past, then we can't guarantee that this program is going to fix it for you. It's going to give you the best chance of fixing it and moving forward, but it's not going to work for 100% of the people that use it. That's just the reality. Now, overall, the advice offered here is really solid. So for effectiveness, we've given it a 7 out of 10. How easy is it to actually put it into practice? Well, it's going to be easier for some men than others, so the toughest part is resisting the emotional urges and instead following a logical plan. If you've only just broken up and you're very, very emotional, you're going to be tempted to send text straight away and try to get your ex back immediately. And this course encourages you to sort of sit back and be more rational. And if you're able to do that, you're going to get better results. However, some men, they're not just going to be able to resist that temptation. So it's going to be tough to put into practice if you're a highly emotional person who can't just fight that urge to get back in contact straight away. It's a pretty straightforward system, and it gives you templates that you can use as a model, so there's no reason that you won't be able to use it. It requires you to put some effort into answering questions about your relationship so you can assess why things didn't work out. So you do need to put a bit of effort in at the start. Ease of implementation, we've given it a really solid 7 out of 10. Will you find this elsewhere? How original is it? Well, it's one of the first products focused on getting your ex back, and it's the only one exclusively geared towards texting. There are other products that aim to teach you how to get your ex back, but the quality of those is lower. The main ideas behind getting your ex back aren't entirely new concepts, but they've been applied in a new way. So for innovativeness, we've given this an 8 out of 10. What's the product experience like? Well, as we just saw, it's a clean and easy to use interface to the members area. It looks very fresh, very modern, so that was really great. You can consume the information online or you can download it to your device. It's a ClickBank marketplace product, and that's great for a number of reasons. One of them is that you get a 60-day guarantee. So you can try this program out for 60 days. If you're not happy with it for whatever reason, then you can request a refund and you'll get your money back within a couple of days. And they also have fantastic customer support. So if you have any issues whatsoever with anything, just get in touch and they'll get back to you very quickly. So for packaging and customer service, we've given this a 9 out of 10. Is it good value for money? The cost is $47. It's a one-time payment. There's no rebills. There's a lot of content included in the membership area when you consider that there's the 4 bonuses included as well. Now, when you think about it like this, what price can you place on rekindling your relationship with your ex? If you've broken up with your dream girlfriend, if your wife, your girlfriend has dumped you and you're wanting to get back together, you think that they're the one that you're supposed to be with, then can you really put a price on that? Is $47 a lot to pay to try and get that relationship back? So for value for money, we've given this a 9 out of 10. This is really solid. Now let's talk about whether or not the system lives up to the video and the marketing. So it makes some big promises in the sales video. One of those is that there's magic text that will make her instantly forgive you. You just need to push a few buttons on your phone to get back together with your ex. And she'll be the one to suggest meeting up and will be desperate to get you back. Now let's talk about the reality. The reality is getting your ex back is a process you go through. There's no magical overnight solution. Texting is part of the process, but there's more involved than sending a couple of texts. You're not just going to buy the program, send 2 or 3 text messages, and have your ex running back into your arms. It doesn't work that way. Now, she may or may not take the initiative in meeting up. It depends on the particular girl and your situation. So she might suggest meeting up, or it might be you're the one who has to suggest meeting up. So it's going to depend on a number of different variables. So it's not going to be the same for every single person. Okay guys, so here is a recap. So we've got the good, the bad, the bottom line, and just to remind you, we've given this a 7.8 out of 10. We rate this as very good, and we rate it as the best product for getting your ex back. So what you'll probably want to do now, if you still need some more information, if you haven't made up your mind yet, read our full written review. So we've got information here on the good, the bad, the bottom line. Underneath the video you're watching now, you're going to see this full detailed review. And we go into more depth on some of the things we've talked about in the video. So I'm very confident that by the time you read this written review, you're going to come away with an idea of whether or not you should purchase this product. I would say that if you've broken up with your ex and you're looking to get back together, probably in 90% of situations, you're going to want to purchase this product and check it out. There's a lot of good information here. Just as a reminder, if you're unsure, if you're not convinced that it might work for you, it does have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So feel free to check it out. If you're not happy with it for any reason at all, you can request a refund and that won't be a problem. So I'd encourage you to check it out. It is the best product that we've come across for getting your ex back. So read that full written review, and if you're still sitting on the fence, that should tip you over one way or the other. And if you're watching this video review on YouTube, then what you want to do now is click on the big red button in the center of the screen. That's going to bring you over to our site where you can read that full written review. Guys, that's it for this video review. I hope you found it useful. If you decide to purchase the course, I wish you all the best of luck with it and all the very best in getting back together with your ex.